everybody, welcome to my first YouTube video ever. This channel is called The Vegetable Addict because I'm a vegetable addict. This YouTube channel is to bring the people healthy recipes that keep them alive and going. And you know, over the years I never would have thought that I would be so interested in food and nutrition until now. You know, when I became a vegetarian, obviously, because of my YouTube channel, The Vegetable Addict, I really didn't care what I ate. You know, I'd go to Walmart and pick up some General Chow chicken and some MSG sauce. And then, over the years, my skin would inflame. I would get bad allergies, and I said, you know what, screw this. Let's cleanse my body. Let's do a full detox and just change my diet. But you know, I didn't decide to be a vegetarian in one night or one day. It wasn't an overnight thing. I gradually incorporated it into my life, and I said, okay, let's eat some quinoa. And then, you know, I just didn't have a craving for any meat or any big animal products. My first recipe on this channel, I'd like to show you guys how to make vegetarian pad thai. Now, I have no special substitute for fish sauce. I know a lot of you are out there probably thinking, where's the fish sauce? Where's the MSG? But today we're going to substitute that fish sauce with some soy sauce. And I also have some tamarind sauce. So, without further ado, alright guys, by the power of video editing, I have some bok choy ready to rock here. This is all clean, ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop it in a certain fashion. I'm just going to go at it. It's all going to be fried anyway, so I don't really care what it looks like. Now guys, if you have any better suggestions on how to go about cutting bok choy, please let me know. Please, because I really don't know the best way. For me, since I didn't really care what my food looks like, I'm just gonna go at it. Okay, now that's done. You see, it looks like a 5-year-old cut it. But honestly, it's got calcium, it's got vitamin K, it's got whatever it has in it, and it's healthy. It's gonna keep me alive and cancer free. So you know what? I don't really care what it looks like. But let's get this ginger cut up. Now to cut, I'm not completely illiterate with this. I've had some experience with ginger. I know that when I bite into a big piece of ginger in my stir fry, it really is pungent. It really just like hits you like a ton of bricks when you eat ginger in a stir fry and you just got that big chunk. What I do with my ginger is I really thinly slice it like this. Alright, you're going to want to really thinly slice it without cutting your finger off, by the way. Alright, once again, because of the power of video editing, I have all my sauce ingredients ready to rock. I got some plain rice vinegar. I'm going to use a little bit of sesame seed oil just because I have it. I got some soy sauce, sugar, obviously. You got to have some sort of sweetness if you're making pad thai or any, yeah, you probably want any sugar. You can use agave or maple syrup, just a little bit of sweetness. And then I picked up some, this is some special chili sauce. You can pick chili sauce up from any Oriental market. You'll probably find chili paste anywhere. Chili paste is pretty common in Asian cooking. This one brand is Sambal Oyak. Forgive me for my mispronunciation. Okay, moving on. This is tamarind sauce. You can pick this up as well at any Asian market. You can tamarind sauce. You can pick up sauce or paste probably. This is sauce. This I believe is this is concentrated. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Doesn't really look anything special. It looks pretty nasty, but when it's all together, it's gonna look beautiful. Okay, so to mix the sauce, what I normally do is use a measuring cup. I loosely measure it. Now, I know some people who would probably get OCD and need like a specific measurement. I don't have one for you guys today, honestly. I'm sorry. But when I do, what I'm making the sauce is I normally put it in a measuring cup just to make sure I don't go overboard with any of the stuff. I usually start off with about a quarter cup of soy sauce. So what I'm going to do, just put the soy sauce in there loosely, guys. It really, you just want to, if it's saucy enough and it's enough to stir fry the amount of veggies you have, then you've done a good job and you've mixed it. Now with this tamarind sauce, or the tamarind concentrate or tamarind paste, whatever you got in your store, you want to make sure you have a pretty good, an equal amount of tamarind versus sugar, because this is really sour. Once again, I have experience with that. I made a pad thai, actually quite a long time ago. I made a pad thai and it was really tart. And that's because I didn't use enough sugar compared to tamarind. Now, if you want to be really healthy, you could use agave, like I said earlier. You can use agave with your sugar. I like to shake this, by the way, that's why I'm doing that. You can use agave instead of your white sugar or your brown sugar. Today I'm using brown sugar to get me going. I generally like agave for the sweetness. It's probably not authentic pad thai, but you know what? Who's authentic anymore and who cares? I'm biased, by the way, if you didn't realize that, but who cares? Okay, now, alright, so I'm just eyeballing it. Like Rachel Ray says, I'm just eyeballing it and putting whatever goes in there. It normally comes out tasting good, so that's what I'm going to do. I put about a quarter cup of tamarind sauce if you want the measurement. I can write that down in the description if you'd like. I can put that down in the description. A quarter cup soy sauce, quarter cup tamarind sauce. Rice vinegar, it depends on how you like, how strong you want it. This rice vinegar is kind of diluted, I find. This one's not very strong. Supposedly it's seasoned rice vinegar. But this is pretty weak. I'm just putting maybe, I don't know, a tablespoon maybe. So here you go. Here's the tablespoon I measured out. Rice vinegar. This one is not very strong, so you know what? I like a lot of vinegar, so I'm just going to put a little bit more in mine. Okay. You also want some sesame seed oil in there. That one, I'm going to put a tablespoon as well. Generally, I've found on the recipes on the internet, they mostly put just a little bit of water in there. Just, once again, to eyeball it, you want to put just a little bit of water just to get it expanded a little bit so that it's not too concentrated, but yet not too watery either. You can always edit this sauce when you're actually doing your veggies. I like to stick my pinky in there just to taste it. And you see, I could tell it needs more sugar. So I will put more sugar. I did go ahead and add the sugar beforehand as well. So I will put a little bit of sugar in here. I'm probably going to put like 1 to 2 more teaspoons in there. Like I said, the tamarind sauce is pretty sour, so you're probably going to want to be generous with it. Be really generous. One thing before I start frying, this wouldn't be a stereotypical vegetarian YouTube channel if I didn't introduce some tofu. You know, I wasn't going to let this video go without putting some tofu in this dish. Okay? Now that everything's ready to go, I released the fragrance for about a minute or two in here in the ginger. You're going to want to just put the veggies in. Now, what I would do with this is just let it boil down for a little bit. You want to just shrink your bok choy down a little bit. I put just a tip of water because it speeds up the cooking time. I just put just a tip of water. So now that all my veggies are limp and softened and chewable, they look pretty damn good. And honestly, I might just start eating it now without even putting all the stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick my tofu in there real quick. You could fry your tofu on the side if you want, depends on what consistency you like it in. This one, I'm just going to let the veggies heat it up a little bit. Tofu, you can play around with it if you want. Okay. Let's just do this for a few seconds. Okay, now that that's in there and that's properly put in there, I'm going to put my special pad Thai sauce in here. Like I said, you can edit the sauce a little bit if you find it too little or too much. If it's too much concentrate, like the soy sauce, if you find it too strong, you can put a little bit of water in there. Today, I'm just going to put this in here. Put that in. Alright, let's get all that goodness out of there. Gotta be frugal, guys. You gotta be frugal. You just get everything humanly possible out that container. Okay. Scoop that out. And I forgot to mention, while this is on, you want your heat to be hot. You want your heat to be pretty hot. Okay. So I'm just going to take some of these noodles. I'm going to use some of these noodles a little later. So I'm just going to put them in. Now, I don't know how you go about putting these noodles in, but today I'm just going to use my hands. I did wash my hands, by the way, but that looks awesome. Isn't this just really interesting and flavorful? Now, with this, there's a little bit of sauce in there. You can, I'm going to put it back on, actually. Put my fire back on just to disintegrate some. Right, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time to try this thing out. Because I'm feeling festive today, I'm going to have my food with chopsticks today. I also have my peanuts. I'm just going to sprinkle that over my food. See you next time for another... Oh, if you want to see it before I leave you guys. It's pretty good. It's pretty hot too, so I think I'll have to wait a little bit. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you'd like to suggest anything to me, please record it in the comment bar down below. I'll try my best to put a recipe in the description of the video. Okay? Have a nice day. See you later.